Okay, so here I am back in 1971 in my first art studio. That's me, that's the art studio, and I built that desk. This is back in 1958 in 8th grade. I did that design for a car. That's a picture of me on the side. And then up above that are 3 pictures I did while in the Army, and that's the Army picture. Now this is a project I've been working on right now, looking for parking in Chagrin, and this is putting the Heinens up closer so that there could be parking in the back, which would be a deck, and it would gain over 100 spaces. That was an early version of the idea of turning the CVS to an angle so it would face the opening, but I realized later that they had a pharmacy in there and they would never close for a year. So then I moved I went back to the original plan of where their store is now, and I actually gained more spaces that way, so it worked out better. I don't think we're going to do that. So then another plan that I had, I'm still working with, I call Writer's Cove, and this is a way to trick people into voting for something, and we gain parking in the process. And that's by adding down behind the library, and you see the before picture or current picture down below, and then what it would look like if you took the trees out and cleared it out and you create a new space. Of course, I had to make that up from pieces and parts of pictures. And then this idea I think could work. It's right there next to Heinen's, and this would be to buy a building, tear it down, and build a parking lot. Gain 77 spaces. Up above you can see what it looks like today, and then down below what it would look like if you got rid of that building. And I put a wall up along the front so you wouldn't see cars when you go by. This on the right or left side shows the location of the parking and how it would be right where you need it. And then on the other side would be I wanted to show the village that I had 4 different plans for parking solutions to their problem. This is one of them. It's across from the post office. It's a piece of empty property. It'd be easy to do, cheap and everything else, except it wouldn't be close to town, so it'd really be good for the summer. And this was for a customer where we had some kind of a clever thing to go with that. And it was a time combination of a clock. That was an actual watch that was worth $25,000. And then this is a Vietnam picture I did up at the top back in 1966. And the one below is a Cadillac I was doing for a customer just last year. And then back in when you saw the first studio picture that I had, I did this there. And it was for AM Engineering, and they wanted to build an all-terrain vehicle that would be 4-wheel drive. They already had a 6-wheel. So then this is just a way to show how things work. So it's a cutaway view of an oil filter with a magnet on the bottom, and the magnet's supposed to grab the metal, except that modern cars have alloys instead. And then this is a way to show a process where the liquid is running through and then they add the oil, and then, you know, again, it shows how this would work. Now this is my grandfather. He was an inventor. He invented the folding wings for a bomber. And then below he also invented the wire recorder that would have been used except that the war was over. And then my Aunt Bird, they had a problem with mining. They had flame for lights, and they contacted Thomas Edison to get a smaller battery, and they created a light that was electric, and it became Mine Safety Appliance. And then here's various logos over the years, and then some of the things along the side that I started in '69. I added photography, then I added typesetting, then I added writing, then I became an agency. That's it.